that I have so many of you in the live chat, and I appreciate y'all being here. This is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. I'm not here to press you on anything except for my ability to possibly impress you with the organizational skills that I've applied to putting together a compiled list of all the new releases that came out today and some discussion topics. So this is what I call the presser, everybody. It's a press conference. And thank you for joining us, everybody. Again, like I said in the live chat, good to see you all and some of the usual suspects. Don't forget to like this video, share. If you're watching on a rewind, please make sure you are leaving a comment to help us break these YouTube algorithms, and let's get some clicks and some views, everybody. Some clicks and some views, but make sure to also to pave the way for appreciation for the wonderful logo that you see here on this channel and a couple other places that you might find in the IG comic book community. So make sure you do follow Mr. Herd S. Eric, and of course, if you need some graphics work, he is the man. You should definitely hit him up. And thank you again, Mr. Herd, for all you've done for the channel. And this is, of course, the soundtrack is provided by our wonderful friends at White Bat Audio. You can subscribe to White Bat Audio here on YouTube. You can also find them at whitebataudio.com. You can also find them on Spotify. And credit goes to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for the tunes, like I said. And then, of course, you guys are the greatest because you have pushed this channel over its 1,000 subscriber mark, which means we are going to be giving away this wonderfully wicked giveaway here called the Ultra Box. And, of course, Ms. Rogue in there and a bunch of other books that we are still adding to the box for the giveaway. But make sure you're subscribed to this channel because only subscribers will be able to enter into this contest. Now that I have good listings of who my subscribers are, I know who you are. ComicBarricade.com. Don't forget about them. So if you guys are organizing your collection and you need to keep your books upright in the boxes and you need to shuffle some boxes around and you don't quite have some full ones, or maybe you want to be brave and try to shuffle around long boxes with a half a box worth of stuff inside of them and think, they're not going to fall over. Well, you are a gambling man. But you might want to only gamble if you got yourself some Comic Barricade. So make sure you take advantage of the code ULTRA to get yourself 10% off of those products. And that is a wonderful, wonderful gift I can give to you guys. As well as, Wanted Comics continues to deliver. In fact, you're going to be watching out for our new upcoming Raw report coming from me. Oh my goodness, do I got some stuff to show you. And what's the Raw report, you ask? Well, that's something else you should, of course, be subscribed to this channel for. And leave me a comment below and make sure you click that notification bell for notifications for when we go live here. Just because sometimes, scheduling is tough, and sometimes we're able to go live, and sometimes we don't go live until late night when the family is asleep. I've got the pocket doors all closed up. And let me move the mic so you guys can check out my sweet tie. Sweet Italian ties, because how I like to roll here. So hello everybody, I am the Ultra Maximus. Thank you again for joining me here on this wonderful YouTube corner of comic book dumb. And I am here to only do one thing, and one thing only, is to give you the agenda-free review of New Comic Book Day. And we got some books to talk about. Unfortunately, I don't have as many slides as I would have liked to for all the books that I was able to read before ducking out the door to work for a couple hours this evening. And then, I made it back in. Let's just say tomorrow is going to have to be, tomorrow's going to be extra busy for me. So I appreciate all of your support on this channel. You guys are, again, an amazing live chat to have each and every week in out. And let's get this cracking. So I also realized that I left the Wednesday Night Presser logo up on the secret variant last week, or this past week, this Sunday. But what it is. Follows are always appreciated, everybody. I do have a Facebook page where I like to post weird things. Instagram, of course, where I will try to participate in the daily tagging things. And, of course, Twitter, where I'm always exciting and honest. And that's one thing with me. The beef has sizzle because it's real. The real beef has that sizzle. You know what I mean? So, anyway, there's my wonderful Ultra Maximus logo, which gives way to another logo for whatever reason. But let's get into this, everybody. So let's talk about the Wednesday Night Comic Presser, the Raw Report, top story for this evening. So this means there are going to be some spoilerific things going on. So that's not an image, it's just a mirage. So if you went to your LCS today and you had designs on obtaining yourself a couple of comic books that maybe might have been along the lines of like Gunslinger Spawn or King Spawn. Well, you were sadly mistaken or turned away and told that sorry, street date has been retracted, and that might be because shipments might have been late. So the Image releases were slimmed down. And so for the further details on exactly what got released from Image, be sure to stick around for that portion of the show. So we got an action-packed show for you otherwise. So you guys know how we do it at the Comic Presser. We like to break it down with a little bit of a top story, a little bit of talk about this. So do you guys get affected by this one today? Because I was first man in this morning, and second man in this morning was like, oh man, just like very, very upset that like he did not have the opportunity to get some of these books. Like he specifically came in for the Spawns apparently. And I don't know, there might be a little bit of street date and leaking and stuff like that, but definitely a weird week. It definitely felt a little off to me, but there was also some very, very good things. And wow, chat's really starting to fill up. Good to see all you guys in there. Thanks again. Don't forget to smash that like button. And of course, here we go, everybody. So leave me a comment below, of course, and let me know what you thought about the Image pushback. And you know what, there's actually not only the Image book that got pushed back, but and while I have your attention, let's talk about this. I actually noticed a couple of incentive variants, like a certain Amazonian goddess, Nubia. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one once we get to the book, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. So let's get into this, everybody. This is your Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. So let's talk about a couple of books this week. So yeah, this book right here is my honorable mention of the week. So as you guys know, the B cover on your left. But do you see that? DCA finishes contract with DC. No, I did not see that, Eric. That is fantastic news, though, for you to be sharing with us in the live chat. Thanks for that update, man. So shout out to Eric Hurd, everybody, for dropping that news. But here it is, everybody. Nubia and the Amazons #1. Again, book on the left is your B cover, and book on the right is your D variant. Now, the D variant was added after the initial FOC. This thing got pushed back. I have not read that book yet. I was trying to read it. Look, I was trying to read it, but I didn't have an opportunity to. However, all I know is that I did flip through it a little bit, Nate. I know it's like a whole bunch of girls get, resurrected through the island of Themyscira, and yeah, we'll see what happens, because I do know. Yeah, let me go back and read through it. But that's the reason why I'm going to give it the book of the week. Honorable mentions, because the Sway cover is good. The Virgin variant, unfortunately, won't be in a lot of stores until next week because of the shipping delays. Now, the I'm not sure, but the next up on our show here, the runner-up for the book of the week, and I have reasons for this, reading through it. Very interesting read, and if you didn't know about this book coming out this week, maybe you should have checked out the Secret variant where we talked about this one. I think also Lucas also mentioned this last week on Drunken Chat, and also I think it's been just talked about a little bit because Mel V and the Pet Avengers. That's always been Mel V's thing. And then this is also one of the shout outs I got to give to Mel V for pushing the FOMO into me on this one, and thank God he did. This one had a retail of I think $60 at the LCS today for $125. That's over twice ratio is a lot. So this obviously again recreates a classic painting known as the Kiss. I read this one. This was an interesting read because she's like, she's got a lot of power, and it's like taking over and consuming her the same way it did Jean Grey. And if Jean Grey does not show up in this Phoenix song to try to help Echo with this, I'll be very, very upset, because obviously I think they're going to give it to, I think they're going to give it to Echo for a while. I think Echo will be the host for a while, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not as happy as, I am obviously with, Jean Grey not having the Phoenix powers. But, this is something that maybe needs to be written by Ultra. And maybe a future X-Men story will come about and I'll have the opportunity to write it. I got a couple ideas kicking around in my head, but this still, I don't want to take it away from Echo and her story. They're obviously planning on doing something with this and chess pieces, because this is how it always is. If they're trying to chess piece her like that into having a massive power set, well, if she's appearing in live action already, this is probably a good pick. But let me know what you guys think of this one, and if you picked it up this week. I know I picked it up. I know a couple other people that picked some up. I know Comics Main picked one up. So shout out to you guys if you were able to nab one on the cheap. And then let's get into the comic book list of releases this week, and let's start it off with, of course, Blaze Publishing. Yee, what's good? Yee, good to see you in the house. Yee just got done doing Dealer Flipside over there. And Maria Levette's Porcelain number 3. And then, of course, the cover A by Maria Levette. And then the cover B. And your cover C. All right. Sabine Rich's cover. So here we go with the House of Secrets swipes. Sorry, I need to sip my drink. All right. So, Blaze Publishing, of course, as you guys know, successful amount of Marvel variant cover swipes, or not even Marvel variants. They're basically a variant that's of a Marvel swipe. So here's the opportunity to do so with DC. They did it again in the previous issues with the Harley Quinn number 1 swipe, and of course another House of Secrets swipe. So good stuff here, really. Getting ready for Baltimore. Congratulations, Yee. Don't forget to keep an eye on the rafters for a gorilla suit dropping in via wire. Word. And then issue number 3's got a 10 copy incentive. And then the 20 copy incentive by Sabine Rich, of course, with the House of Secrets variant, but without the trade dress on it. I don't think they look as good without the trade dress. And I think that's what they caught the wind of when they did the He Who Walks with Monsters. They were like, just do the D cover. And, so the D cover was the only one that was the Trial of Red Skull swipe, and it had to have the Marvel trade dress on to really make it go. In a Sting mask. Underneath the gorilla mask, of course. There's your 30 copy black and white incentive, and that's going to do it for a Blaze. And then we're on to Aftershock, which is Shattering Your Expectations. And this is Beyond the Breach number 4. And then we've got Clans of Bellari number 4, which means both of those are about to wrap up in their mini-series, volume-ish type of storytelling, which, again, pretty cool. Ahoy Comics, of course, is giving us the Blacksmith number 4 of the 5-ish mini-series. And that's going to wrap it up for them. And then we've got Antarctic Press. Now, this is the one that, it's really hard to keep track of these indie publishers, because some of them will print to order and then continue to print, and they say, as long as, for so many years or whatever. But I think Antarctic Press is the one that was doing Rags, right? And they were printing to order, so they would, make as many as they wanted. But Death by Life number 7, and then Out of Body Experience number 4. So this is not to be confused with Out of Body, which is a different title from Aftershock. So I know very similar in title, very similar in premise. I'm probably going to read this one too, but I am reading the Out of Body from Aftershock, and I'm waiting for the final 2 issues of the series, I think. Valkyrie Saviors number 3 of 3 with your cover A. And then here is your cover B, your Shambu Poison Ivy variant. All right. And that's going to wrap it up for the Antarctic Press. Ice Cold. And here is the Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 324. Apple Picking Drive-Thru. Actually, it's Halloween season, so it's like Halloween season drive-thru, right? Artists, Writers, and Artisans giving us 2 books this week, and I've read this one. I gotta get caught up on the other one. Alright, so Fight Girls, penultimate issue number 4, and then Not All Robots number 3, of course, and this, of course, is Mike Deodato Jr. doing the artwork. In a robot-powered dystopian future. It's kind of like iRobot, but like what happens if the iRobot's like one instead of Will Smith and Shia LaBeouf. Imagine that. Boundless Comics giving us Lady Death, the luscious leather set. It's a 3-count pack. And of course, I guess it's reusing the 2005 Bikini Special artwork. And then here is your Lady Death Pirate Lost Souls Gold Foil Set. 5-count. That's going to wrap it up for them. Comics Experience, which is, funny enough, it's actually creator-owned. Interesting. Okay, let me just pause real quick and talk about this real quick. If you guys are trying to develop your own comic, you should probably go check out the Comics Experience website. And they talk about how to publish books and things like that. So you can actually get your comic book produced. So I may or may not have ideas and or used to draw comic books. And I may or may not like this website and want to know more. And we'll be doing more to follow up on it. Anyway. So Comics Experience giving us a couple of comics, and this is the Howling Snow Kung Fu Fable cover A. Howling Snow, a Kung Fu Fable. Here's your cover B. And then here is Stud and the Bloodblade number 2. Cover A and cover B. And that's an action figure variant, everybody. Word, Aaron Yee, Out of Body is Better read. Yeah, that's what. That's why I'm reading it. Heavy Metal, of course, giving us a couple of good books here this week. Heavy Metal's always dropping fire. And then, of course, you know, like I've talked about previously, the every now and then they'll drop a weird second print. And some of these second prints, of course, get a little bit of love in the aftermarket of after release. So I hope you guys have been paying attention to the secret variants when we talk about them on FOC. Try to nab the artwork too. Just to give you guys a bunch of heads up, of course. Black Beacon, number 3 of 6. And then Never, Never, number 4. Now, they count 1 as Heavy Metal Magazine, but it's not. It is what it is. Oni Press, Agritsuko, the Super Fun Special, cover A. And cover B. Shout out to Nick Hart. But I don't think he's reading that. Alright, so this was like out last week. If you are a spoiled sport living in a good area where the scout stores are like, hey, yeah, you know, the street dates, yeah, good. Here, Gods of Brutality number 2. And then the 10 copy incentive for that one, which is pretty wild, right? Then Lunar Ladies number 2. And then We Don't Kill Spiders number 1 getting a second print. That's going to wrap it up for the Scout. Now on to Scoot. They give you the Ninja Scouts again. I live in an area where some of these books were released a week or so ago, so pardon me if you see a repeat in my lists. Now, Gun Honey number 1 got itself a second print, didn't it? Didn't it? I think it did. I think it did. Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, yeah, it did. So, I was able to nab one. And then this one right here. Number 2 getting itself a Ron Lim. I'm sorry, that's not Ron Lim. I forget which Lim this one. Shoot, and I can't believe I said Ron Lim. This Lim variant is your 10 copy incentive, right? So that's a Lim Virgin, but then here's a cover A. And everybody was like, oh man, everybody was looking for the cover A today for sure. I agree, Dave's collection for sure. The cover B, my McGinnis, also not too shabby if you're into the So it's got something for everybody. The second print is a ghost, huh? So I like the McGinnis covers, and I've loved the McGinnis artwork since the Mickey Woodcock stuff. So for me, that was the cover chase I had, even though I know that's a little bit more how she's drawn in story. And then here's your photo variant, and then here is your McGinnis Virgin FOC cover, which was this also a ghost? Locksmith Comics. Kendrick Lim, thank you, Double O. So Kendrick, my apologies on messing up and mistaking you for the Infinity War artist. Anyway, so Gun Honey number 2 of 4 McGinnis Virgin FOC cover. So it's cool to see that Virgin FOC by McGinnis return after it was missing from the initial run. I was like, oh wow, they didn't have that one. Comic Boom in the house. So welcome to Verotic World. So this is Verotic Comics. So did you guys know Verotic Comics is actually Glenn Danzig's title? So here's Verotica Revenge number 1. Interesting book. So it's kind of happened. Gun Honey 2 was very naughty this week. Oh boy. Oh boy. I had not read it yet because I just got the second print of number 1, and I missed out on the Hughes FOC ones locally. So, Grim Spotlight Cinderella versus Zombies one-shot cover A. And then one-shot cover B by Matos. John Royale. Possessive, number 3. Of the 3-issue miniseries. And then, of course, here is your cover B. And then Tales of Terror Quarterly, just in time for Halloween, of course, the Halloween special cover. The cover B. And then the cover C by Matos. Here we go, everybody. We're down to Boom. So, Dune, the House Atreides, number 11 of the 12-issue series. And man, when is it? This Friday? Is it this Friday that this movie comes out on HBO Max so I can watch it without having to go to theaters? Come on, Disney Plus! I want a premium membership where I get instant access to the movies just like everybody else. Just like HBO. Like let's go. If you're watching this show, why don't you give me HBO Max level Disney Plus access, because you're going to need to. But anyway, here's your cover B. And then here is your 25 copy, which is a version of your cover A. And then the 50 copy, which is your version of your cover B. And then we've got Eat the Rich number 3, cover A. Eat the Rich number 3, cover B. The version of your cover A. And then your 25 copy incentive. And it's like, look, girl, if by now you know they're cannibals and you still date the dude, you got problems. And shout out to Roscoe, and for his pointing out of the his one of his favorite character movies, Pigman. And we got Pig Woman here, and we got some of her friends, some lizard and some other things going on here, and I can't tell, but is one of them like midsummer, like hanging out? Like that's like how it's colored, man. That's wild. But anyway, here's Maw number 2 of the 5, and then here's the 10 copy incentive. Wow, that's wild looking. And then 25 copy incentive, also pretty wild looking. And should be on HBO Max tomorrow, Azores. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I knew it was coming out like Thursday or Friday, man, so I'm looking forward to it. Dark Horse Comics. Yeah, Dave's collection for sure, man. There's some expensive books coming next week too. We're gonna talk about a couple of them, and of course we're gonna talk about what is closed on FOC. So make sure everybody sticks around for all that good stuff. Critical Role, Tales of Exandria, number 1 of 4. And then here is your Killer Queens, number 3 of the 4-issue miniseries, cover A. The cover B. cover C. And then the Masters of the Universe Revelation number 4 of 4, cover A by Dave Wilkins. Cover B by Art Adams was also pretty nifty. I did flip through this one really quickly just to kind of get a gist of how this was the prequel setup. So now I get it. They've been doing the old El Wipo Mindo on Tila for, I guess, ever, and making her forget about things. And, it's kind of taking its toll. But Orville Artifacts, number 1 of 2. Savage Hearts, number 4 of 5. And then Tales from Harrow County, Fairfolk, number 4 of 4 with a cover A. The Fairfolk cover B, and that's going to wrap it up for all of those. All right, Dynamite Entertainment dropping a bunch of books now. Some of these books, of course, have limited version covers that, depending on where you are, some of them may come out this week, some of them may come out next week, some of them are on the previews list for later dates. So just make sure you, if you see something you like, you got your name down for it. If it didn't at least appear on the shelves, you can at least say, hey, when you get this one in, I want it. But Betty Page has got a bunch of covers. So here's your cover B by Linsner. Mooney on the C. D is going to be cosplay. Cover E is going to be actual Betty Page pinup. And then the cover F is the 10 copy incentive. 15 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive. The black bag photo variant, and obviously if it's black bag, that means it's going to be bad. So Risque, Betty Page limited Linsner Virgin, the Merritt Michaels limited Virgin, and then we've got the cover L FOC premium variant, Lee, and then cover M, 7 copy incentive, the cover N FOC incentive, which is your 11 copy FOC, and then your 21 copy FOC incentive. Purgatory issue 1 over at Dynamite, so that means bunches of good stuff. Here's your cover B, here is your cover C, here is your cover D cosplay, here is your cover E blank authentics, here is your cover F 10 copy incentive. Cover G, 15 copy incentive, Fox Black and White, the 20 copy Fuso Black and White, and then your Virgin cover. So Fox incentive Virgin, 30 copy incentive. I'm going to mess that name up, so I'm just not going to even say it. And then the Fuso limited Virgin, the Metal Premium limited Virgin. The FOC bonus by Maine. This one is wild looking, of course, just because, if you know the art, you know what I'm talking about. So the Purgatory number 1 cover N FOC bonus, and then the 7 copy FOC incentive cosplay, the 11 copy FOC incentive Virgin, and then your 16 copy FOC incentive Maine Virgin variant cover. Red Sonja Black, White, and Red number 4 cover A by Perillo. Red Sonja Black, White, and Red number 4 cover B. Cover C, cosplay. And yeah, Mel and some of the other guys, we were having a conversation about how Dynamite really be killing it in the cosplay cover variants. They just kill it when it comes to realistic photo variants. Not artwork, but some of their artwork too is amazing. Look at this cover F, 15 copy incentive Stags Black and White. You can see the lines on that. The Perillo lines are amazing too. And then the limited Virgin cover here, Lee limited Virgin, cosplay Black and White Virgin, FOC incentive. Yeah. And then Soniversal number 8 cover M Perillo. Limited Virgin, a holdover from a previous week, is in stores. So make sure you're checking that out. And how's it going? Our music's still playing. Just making sure that's all still working in the background. Again, thanks to everybody tuning in to the live chat and the live stream. And if you're watching this on the rewind, don't forget to smash that like button. And leave a comment below. IDW Entertainment giving us the Bermuda number 4 of 4. And now that the complete series is out, maybe we'll get some more people reading it and checking it out. And of course, they did drop this 10 copy incentive, which is your version of the cover A. And then a 25 copy incentive. Dungeons and Dragons Mindbreaker number 1, cover A, cover B, and then a 10 copy incentive variant for you to chase. My Little Pony Generations number 1. So you have a My Little Pony number 1. And I don't know what's going on here, but it's like, what is this? Is it like the same ponies, just different versions of themselves and stuff like that? Like, so I don't know how big of a book this is for My Little Pony people, but it may be, and you might want to look into it if you are a pony person. But there you go. 10 copy incentive variant. Sleeping Beauties number 7 of 10, cover A. Sleeping Beauties number 7 of 10, cover B. What the fox is that? And another fox cover right there for you. So if you're into foxes, there you go. Star Wars Adventures Ghost of Vader's Castle number 5 of 5. And there's your cover A by Francavilla. There's your cover B. And then here's your 10 copy incentive, which is the Francavilla artwork without the colorization. And then we've got Star Wars Adventures, the cover A by Francavilla for issue number 11. And then the cover B, Brokenshire. 10 copy incentive. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 122. And then check out the Eastman variant. Not bad, right? $10 copy incentive by the one, the only Sarah Petrie de Rocher. Good for her. She just actually got hitched in Canada. Good for her. Usagi Yojimbo, Dragon Below Conspiracy, number 5 of 6. And that's going to wrap it up for the IDW books. Image Comics. So the list got small. So if you're looking for an Image book that you saw in FOC with all the other stuff around this book, like right here, yeah, me too. Because some of them would have been pretty big books of the week. So next week you're going to be on the lookout for some books that are going to be pretty huge now. Hellcop number 1, got a cover B, got a cover C, and then this was your blank sketch. So this one right here, however, is the one I was looking for. Couldn't find, of course, because my store did not order 25 copies of this, nor did they order 50 copies of this one. So the beat's probably going to build on that one for you Spawn fans. I don't know how rare that book is, but if you're able to nab either of those at a good, reasonable price, I would probably be picking those up. Ice Cream Man, number 26, cover A. I'm sorry. There's your cover A. And then here's your cover B. And this cover B is wild looking for sure, especially coming off of that super amount of exclusive offerings. Issue 25 was huge. Don't kid yourself. Issue 25 had a massive sales total. Probably one of their biggest issues. So, with that being said, you are you reading? So if you are reading, you must love all the Ice Cream Man books. They're pretty wild. All right, so we're into DC now. Some of these places are reporting that Batman had to drop 2 issues today. That was issue 114, so it gave you a cover A and a cover B, which is a pretty wicked cover here for Ghostmaker. And then the 1 in 25 incentive, which is your Dylan T cardstock variant cover. Then the 115 cover A by Jimenez. The 115 cover B. And then your 115 cover C. Again with the video game variant cover. But this one is the Artist Dean cover. So, you know, Comic Boom, I guess it is kind of crazy, man, if you're up there in Canada and you know, it's kind of hard to do so. And that's why I got to give a shout out to you guys who watch the secret variant and then go and order from the pull box with Lucas and help Lucas's final order cutoff numbers, because it helps everybody get variants too. I guess. I don't know. But that might be a way you might have to do it, man. And pre-ordering them is probably a good way to do so, just to make sure you're also not missing out and you're not getting caught up in the FOMO. And you're not listening to Mel on a Friday night going, oh shit, now Mel's talking about this book, I got to go buy it. I don't know how it feels now. I caught my own FOMO before too, so it's crazy. Batman Catwoman, number 8 of the 12-issue miniseries, is the cover A by Clay Mann, the cover B by Jim Lee and Scott Williams, and then of course the Travis Charest variant. Batman Secret Files of the Peacekeeper, number 1, cover A. Yeah, you know, and that's actually pretty cool, Nate. Thanks for that. It's hit or miss with them, though. Love getting 1 in 50s that need a press immediately. You know. Anyway, Batman Secret Files, The Peacekeeper, get the B cover by Tyler Kirkham, which was honestly the better cover. But then they were like, oh, let's just, remove all the trade dress and we'll give you the cover C as a 1 in 25 incentive. Black Manta number 2 now. Wow. Interesting looking A cover. And Sanford Green. Absolutely just murked it right here. This is great. Catwoman number 36 with the cover A. And then here's Harley. Yeah, figure drawing. I saw some people talking about that one there too. I know it's selling pretty well. Catwoman Lonely City number 1 of 4, cover A by Cliff Chiang, and then cover B also by Cliff, and then Jock. So lots of Jock fans probably did not. It's probably a lot of Jock fans who did not know about this book unless they watch my shows. And they watch a lot of, Final Order Cutoff and stuff like that. Because this one, it's another one of his drawings where, the homage, the city, the homage, the face homage, whatever. Like the Joker made out of bats is definitely pretty cool. But this one's not as cool as that probably, but it's up there. I really, really like it. But it's also a Black Label Catwoman focused book, so it's probably going to appeal to a Catwoman audience. And then let's see here, we got Flash 775, no frills. I didn't see anything kind of crazy. And then cover B, which is your Jorge Corona cardstock variant cover. So Harley Quinn the animated series, the Eat Bang Kill Tour number 1 second printing, which of course has probably the better cover of all the number 1 so far. And then Legends of the Dark Knight number 6, cover A. Cover B by Becky Cloonan. And then the Jorge Fornes cardstock variant cover. Nightwing number 85, cover A. Cover B by Jamal Campbell. And then the 1 in 25 Bruno Redondo sketch cover is your Fear State cardstock variant cover tie-in. And then we've got Nubia in the Amazons, number 1 of 6 with your cover A. Here is your cover B. Oh. Yeah, that one's good. And then this one's really, really good too. The Virgin 1 in 25 incentive. So a lot of people said that theirs was delayed. So expect those to be out next week in stores. Sometimes people will forget about them. So the pre-sales that you might be seeing these things go for may be false. And this is what happens. Anytime there's like a delay in books and some people get them, they'll put them up and be like, oh, it's uber rare. And then other people will see like there's none for sale. This guy's got the only one. Oh my God, it might be rare. And then he might overpay for it. Don't be that guy. Okay, I don't want to see the guys who watch this show overpay for this book too much. So, there's going to be supply being satisfied by next week is what I'm saying. So don't jump to conclusions on that one. But also, if you really want the artwork, you can get the cover D, the regular trade dress. It's minimal trade dress with the barcode. You can get that for $4.99 cover price, everybody, if you're still quick about it. So. But Refrigerator Full of Heads, number 1, cover A, Sam Wolf. And then Refrigerator Full of Heads, number 1, cover B. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Yeah, I didn't sing that one as good as I've sung it in the past. Throat's a little dry. Shazam! Can't wake the house up. Sorry. Number 4, cover A. And then there's your cover B. That's your cardstock variant cover. Kind of a cool looking cover. Because, he's running away, says Shazam, and comes back to fight them. Suicide Squad, number 8. And then Suicide Squad number 8 with your cover B by Gerard Perel. So, Perel, tell me here, man, were you intending on making Superboy look Bizarro? Because Superboy Connor looks kind of like Bizarro here, like he's Bizarro Superboy. But, it is what it is. My ears. Your ears. Suicide Squad King Shark number 2. So, yeah. Someone tell Miss Noms. And then this right here. This should have been a variant on number 1. Should have been on number 1. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 4, cover A. And yo, shit's on fire. Number 4, cover B. That's going to wrap it up for DC. Marvel Comics giving us The Death of Doctor Strange. Bizarro Wonder Man. Death of Doctor Strange number 2, Marvel Masterpieces variant. So it's the Joe Jusko style. And then, of course, Todd Nauck doing his headshot thing. And then the Silva Stormbreakers variant cover. And, of course, this is Doctor Strange with the Void or Venomized. You decide, everybody. You decide. And then here is... Wait a minute. Look at this. Do you guys see what I'm seeing here? Look at the logo that's on the old dock here, and then look at the logo that's on the old Count. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. I gotta read it. I haven't read it yet, Nate. I really want to read it. Fantastic Four number 37. And then the Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant cover. And then here is your Massaferia variant. And then Echo number 1 of 5. So this is your Phoenix Song Echo number 1. They're going to give us a 5-issue miniseries to tell us why she is worthy. Chad. It's on issue 2, bro. If you didn't hear, the Death of Doctor Strange is going down. Yeah. But here we go. So here's your Stormbreakers variant cover, which is the only cover I was able to nab locally. I didn't want to buy a bunch of them, but this one's pretty cool too. They're all great covers of her, but it's not her first cover as Phoenix, which I think a lot of people were kind of looking for, but that's an Avengers cover. Phoenix Song Echo number 1 of 5, the Vega variant cover. And then there's this U variant too that was also open order. Star Wars High Republic number 10. the number 10 variant cover, and then the number 10 incentive variant cover. Thor number 18. Thor number 18 with the Just Go Masterpieces variant. And then here is your Nick Klein 1/25 incentive variant cover with the Old Frog. United States of Captain America number 5 of 5, wrapping up the final issue of the series. Here is Jeremy Merrick on the cover. And then we've got the X-Men Trial of Magneto number 3 of 5. And then the 3 of 5 Marvel Masterpieces variant cover. Peach Momoko, the Vega variant cover, and then the Trial of Magneto number 3 of 5, the Brian Hitch variant cover. Now, I didn't have time to get the slides together. I did read this book. This book is getting weirder by the issue. We've got 2 more issues to go, and again, that's where we're gonna dive into the speculation matrix, which is where I'm just basically gonna try to let you guys inside my head to know where I'm at, what I'm thinking about, what's going on. We're gonna call this the Raw Report update, though. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things that might be a little bit wildly spoilerific. So if you're not into the spoiler, I'm sorry. But if you are into the spoilerific thing, let's go. Let's talk. So we got a couple of things to talk about, and the first thing up, we got a war schedule, and just make sure that if you have to schedule your war, that you do it in a fashion like these guys, nice and clean and organized. So apparently, this is going to be the order of shows we're going to get. We're going to get Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett first. We're going to be getting, Boba Fett soon because it's supposed to be 2 months. So, just reminding everybody that the non-Final Trilogy universe is right here. So this is going to be basically taking place after Jedi, which I think is amazing. And of course, Mandalorian Season 3 is going to be amazing. Andor looks like it's going to be amazing. And Ahsoka. Ahsoka. Oh, we're gonna get some Thawne action. And I'm really, really stoked about that. So I hope you're stoked about that too. And then we've got a loss of trademark makes publisher choose a little bit of wokeness. And what do I mean by that? Well, I don't know if you guys heard, DC Comics has made yet another change to Superman where they drop the statement stating true justice in the American way. And then did some researching on this one and overheard somebody else who was on the same topic doing some research on this one. So this is secondhand reporting, but apparently DC lost the trademark to that a long time ago. So they've, trying to just basically find some other way to trademark what he says. And there it is, everybody. Yeah, a lot of Americans are not happy with the signification of Superman not really being what the American dream. We got soy boy Superman protesting climate change and stuff, and I can understand why a lot of people are like, hey man, what's going on? But you know what? This is more important than any of that kind of hype and promotional news and sensationalized news that you guys are probably doing too. So Delayed Toberfest, unfortunately, is going to be the name of the drop that happened. Oh man, look at this. So Comic Book Resources, of course, giving us all the information days ago, where they just dropped a bombshell. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, basically all of the stuff Marvel had planned, they had pushed back. So this is going to give us a little bit of a more of a breathing room, but this whole thing is going to be they're doing it for a reason. Anytime they move the entire movie schedule back for release, it's either to make adjustments or to do reshoots, or there's been a change in story. There's always going to be a reason for them to make a decision like this. So let's just all hope it's for the better. Give us some extra time to spec on some books, of course, and to kind of really figure out what their plan of action is. So I know it kind of sucks because we were really looking forward to it. But, May 6th, everybody, is going to be the next real big one. So we've got Eternals coming, and wow. So, man, no movies between then, huh? Yeah, that really does suck, because we were really hoping it wasn't going to be too long until the next movie. But it is what it is. Yeah, books might be back from CGC by then, right? High voltage, Mark. CGC is doing their very level best. I know, to get caught up there. They are really, really far behind, and I honestly haven't even sent anything in just because I didn't even want to stress of it, honestly. So, I don't know if it's to factor into making more money, but yeah, it's crazy. But we'll be back, of course, next week with more news. I did not get a lot of the news I wanted to cover. I definitely wanted to cover a lot of the stuff that was released at Fandom. We can engage in the comments on that one, too. And, of course, if you're watching this on the rewind, just leave a comment below. Talk about all the stuff you want to talk about. I'll be happy to talk back with you. And I got to reply to some people. And, of course, Twitter tags are always appreciated. You can reach me at UltraMaximusX on Twitter. And, of course, the Facebook and IG ones as well. All of those links, of course, are found on the channel. And the channel homepage, you can find them on the Ultra Maximus logo. So let's get into the Raw Report repile next. And this is where we're going to open up the spec matrix a little bit. We're going to talk about some spoilerific things that happened today in one book. One book only. Thank you for allowing me to do the show, because the show started off as a reason for me to understand my own comic book collecting habits, and just spiraled into making everybody else's as bad as mine. So here we go, everybody. So Throg says Avengers Assemble in this one. So, no, we are not over yet. Not over yet. So Throg makes a triumphant return after all the Donald Blake showdown stuff that happened with Lockjaw. And realistically, if you're reading this volume of Thor, Donny Cates was setting it up to whereas he was going to do a Throg story. Well, you kind of get, the A cover is a cool looking Throg cover. The Incentive's a cool looking Throg cover. The Joe Jusko's not too shabby either. And Thor goes, I hope I'm not interrupting. And kind of he is. And, Thor, Thor can't find Mjolnir. Mjolnir's missing. So Throg goes, I will absolutely do it. I need a team. And what does he do? He assembles the Pet Avengers again, but this time we got Bats the Dog from Doctor Strange, 381, 382. So where are you guys at on the whole Loki Sorcerer Supreme by Donny Cates story? We're now revisiting that. And I want to take this moment to talk about something without slides, and that is that Doctor Strange Stormbreaker's Venomized variant cover, where basically is that the Void? We've seen that before, right? I know we've seen that before. But the Pet Avengers making a triumphant return with a little bit different of a lineup. Not bad. Lockheed's always cool to see Lockheed, right? And he's an X-Man too, so it's kind of cool. It's the Pet Avengers Unity Squad. Good stuff. So shout out to Donny Cates for actually making Throg a likable character again for us. And I try to do my Raw Report versus picks pretty well. Oh, yeah, I screwed up the slides there. I tried to pick them pretty good. I tried to put this Phoenix song incentive. Is it 1 in 50? I thought it was a 1 in 25. It might have been a 1 in 25. So I might have messed this one up here. But the Phoenix song Echo versus the Nubia Amazon Sway Virgin was supposed to be the variant battle, but unfortunately with one of them being delayed, it kind of turns into a forfeit, and Phoenix Song Echo being Book of the Week also just hands down just kind of smacked this one up a little bit. I'm sorry to say, everybody, but that's not the end of it. Next week, we got a pretty interesting high ratio variant battle. So DC versus Vampires #1, and the incentive by Daniel Warren Johnson, who also did the insanely good Moon Knight 188 and 1 in 25 incentive, the Sun King variant cover, where Moon Knight's basically on fire. One of my favorite Moon Knight covers, of course. And then, of course, the House of Slaughter #1, the foil incentive variant. If you had to choose, and you had to choose one of these high ratios next week, which one of these would you be getting? Leave us a comment below. Let us know which one you would like. And be back next week for another variant battle and see which ones we're going to win. The Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix Heat of the Week is what some of you have stuck around for, but don't forget we have an FOC review at the end of the show where we are going to talk about all the wonderful things that happen. And man, something's up with my slides. They're not on point tonight. They're not working the way I want them to, but it's all right. I'm editorially going to fix that next week. Maria Levette's Porcelain, the House of Secrets variant swipe. So, again, if you like the House of Secrets and you don't like House of Slaughter, maybe you'd like House of Secrets variants. And here's the other one. So, Out of Body Experience, of course. I'm going to read it, even though Aaron Yee does not recommend. Valkyrie Saviors, the two covers, of course, just because there's some people who collect this kind of thing. Shout out to my buddy Comics Maine. Fight Girls, I can't lie. Frank Cho doing artwork. Sabine Rich doing colors. Really good stuff. Not All Robots. Yeah, and then of course, like I was talking about earlier, the rarity of these heavy metal books. And of course, if these properties ever get pushed by heavy metal, either into animated, into a heavy metal 2025, is that the next one they're going to do? Shout out to heavy metal. And then apparently I did good today. Gun Honey #1 second print. Apparently it was Ghost. The Limb variant cover. Here's your 10 copy incentive. Of course, that's amazing looking. The A cover was the one that everybody was chasing. And then the cover B by McGinnis. The cover C. And then the cover D, which was your photo variant cover. Then your McGinnis FOC Virgin variant cover. Veronica Revenge #1. Shout out to Glenn Danzig. Grim Spotlight Cinderella versus Zombies #1. It's a one shot. So cover A, cover B, and cover C, all amazing. But this one's kind of the funniest because, of course, the zombie hand's holding the lipstick. And speaking of zombies, and this dude apparently likes to dance with his zombie and the blood rains. And this is the reason why his wife is now making him sell the house. Tales of Terror Quarterly, the 2021 Halloween special. So it's actually just a one shot as well. There is your two, Dune House Atreides #11, your 25 copy incentive. Yeah, Luis, that's definitely one of the reasons why I wanted it, besides the fact that it's the McGinnis art. But the Dune House Atreides, 50 copy incentive, of course, and then the Virgin covers from Boom. Basically, I like to focus on these spec wise, because if any of these books do take off, some of these high ratios and these Virgins are going to be the ones that people will obviously chase after. And then, of course, the Pigman and the wife of Pigman and all of her friends and stuff like that going on over here with Maw. And then, of course, Maw #2. Cover B, the incentive variant is wild looking. And then, of course, the 25 copy incentive version of the A cover. And then Masters of the Universe Revelation #4 of 4. Art Adams variant cover. Wilkins doesn't miss. Betty Page, Curse of the Banshee, number 5. Leary Lee, FOC, Betty Page, Leary Lee. Purgatory number 1 got some incentive virgin covers and 30 copy incentive virgin and the Fuso limited virgin, the metal premium, the FOC 7 copy cosplay virgin, the 11 copy FOC incentive virgin, and then the 16 copy FOC incentive main virgin. Red Sonja, black, white, and red G cover, 20 copy incentive cosplay virgin cover. So that one's a wild one because it's one of the few that has more than just the black, white, and red on the cover of this entire series. Issue number 4, cover Perillo variant, the Lee limited version, and then the Sonja Versal number 8. Of course, you're into the she's definitely a redhead, so I mean she falls into that category. I know Lucas and Mel talked about this one previously, and Lucas took that one over the chick with deer antlers on the cover of Runes. That's his preference. Bermuda number 4. Cover B, 10 copy, and your 25 copy are your 2 ratio incentives. So you want to check to make sure these are not left on the shelves at your LCS. If they are left on the shelves for cheap, check to see if they got any of the other ones, because there's some Campbell variants on the earlier issues. Dungeons and Dragons Mindbreaker number 1 of a 5-issue series, and then it's got a B cover, and then your 10 copy. So I want to give a shout out to some of the guys over on the Spine Ticks crew who, be playing D&D. I know that's Phil, Comics Talk Weekly, and hope he's got his games going on. My Little Pony Generations number 1, cover A, the cover B, and then the 10 copy incentive, just because you never know what's going on with the Brony stuff. And then, of course, the Star Wars Adventure, since they are moving to Scholastic, that story is shown to be a little bit true. I'm a little saddened because, of course, all the IDW Star Wars stuff are some of the better stories from what I'm seeing. Oh, no, Blind Adam, man, we're just talking about the heat of the week right now, and then we're going to talk about the FOC stuff here in a little bit. So thanks for joining. And then your 10 copy incentive, again, Francavilla. If you're after the Francavilla art, the 10 copy retail incentive is the best way to enjoy that without the coloring. The cover B for Star Wars Adventures 2021 number 11, however, it's a Jabba's Palace. It's got Rancor on it. It's got basically a lot of people, but it's very friendly. Oh, but wait, there's a hidden Boba Fett on there, and that's one of the reasons why this one's probably going to be picked up by some people. As well as Bosk. So Boba Fett Bosk has got some bounty hunter, you know what I'm saying? Star Wars Adventures 2021 number 11, the Francavilla variant, the TMNT 122, cover B, and the Sarah Petrie de Rocher variant. Usagi Yojimbo, Dragon Below Conspiracy number 5 of 6. And then Spawn Hellcop cameo cover for Hellcop number 1, 25 copy and 50 copy. Batman 115 cover A, cover B, cover C. It's all heat in my opinion. Tyler Kirkham on the Peacekeeper and the 1 of 25 incentive, of course, if you can find this one for a good deal. Is the Peacekeeper going to be around? Is he, another permanent part of the DC universe? And how are they making out the Peacekeeper to be? Like, is he, is he fighting for the law, but just a complete dick? I mean, leave me a comment below. Let me know. I'm not really reading it. I'm not really reading too many DC books as of right now. So that's just kind of how it is. Black Manta number 2. And then the Sanford Green cardstock variant cover, which, wicked. Frisian. I mean, can you complain about Frisian doing Harley? I mean, it is on a Catwoman cover, so it's kind of like one of those things. But Harley actually appears in the book, from my understanding, so it's not too far out of bounds. And, of course, there's a little Felix the Cat on there, so there's actually a cat on the cover. So shout out to you, Jenny Frisian, for doing that. Catwoman Lonely City #1 jock variant. The Harley Quinn animated series #1 second print. And I can't wait for that series to come back for season 3. But from my understanding, the comic book is going to be a bridge between, and they're not going to revisit the content in the comic books, making the comic books collectible. Maybe we shall see. Legends of the Dark Knight #6, the Becky Cloonan cardstock variant cover. And again, she's using a lot of those, vibrant, bright colors like Bartel and Frisian does too. The 125 cardstock variant cover, of course, the Jamal Campbell cardstock variant cover for Nightwing 85. And of course, the 125 incentive. Nubia, all of them. And this one, which will return next week. And of course, the Sway art on it. And then, of course, your cardstock variant cover. The Perel cardstock variant cover for Suicide Squad. The Death of Doctor Strange Silver Stormbreakers variant cover. And, of course, the Penosian incentive variant cover, which kind of thing gives away who killed him. But I'll have to read it. Phoenix Song Echo #1 Stormbreakers variant cover. The Headshot variant cover. And then the Vega variant cover I picked. Oh, I also picked the U variant. I don't know how that one got out of place. So what we got here is Star Wars High Republic with another cover appearance of that character who actually I think appeared earlier on a Wanna Comics exclusive. And then of course the High Republic #10 incentive. Thor #18. You guys know where I'm at on this one. Yeah, and you know what? 78 points. It's going to be another version of Doctor Strange. Thor #18, the Klein variant. And then the X-Men Trial of Magneto and the Vega variant cover. And that's going to be it for me as far as what I saw this week. I kind of try to state my piece when it comes to picking these no agenda kind of speculation moves for you guys. And yeah. But you know what? You don't have to wait until the books are released to get this kind of opinion. You can always check out another episode of the Secret Variant where I drop the FOC list. And this is where you guys can get inside my head on these things. And of course, this is how I've been on the grind to try to get this channel up above 1,000 subscribers. And of course, I'd like to see us on the grind to 2,000 next. And I appreciate all the support, all the sharing. And of course, anytime I have an opportunity to drop the Spec Matrix Variant Edition, I'm going to do so. And of course, if I can tune in and join the panel on Drunken Chat and drop it there, I will. If not, it'll be here on this channel. Make sure you are checking out all of our friends, though, in the feature channel section and supporting all their channels and their content that they are putting out. And, pushing some of those guys who are sub 1,000 subscribers up over that 1,000 subscriber mark so that they too can unlock the super chats and all those other items. And again, I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and make sure you tune into the next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And of course, I've got to do a Raw report here soon. It's been a while since I've done a Raw report, and we've talked about what my new pickups and my mail drops are. So, let's go ahead and we're going to do one of those here as soon as I possibly can, guys. But, I am working at late night shift. It's as if I'm working, overnight or something. Planning on something. I'm making some moves. Let's just say I'm trying to make some power moves in life and trying to level up. And you are never, ever too old to level up. And in fact, if you don't level up multiple times, maybe I should just suggest you get yourself a new circle of friends to help yourself help level up a little bit here and there. But how you can help me level up a little bit is if you guys share these 2 videos that I got, like really, really good ones. The second printing Homage variants from Marvel Legacy video. And of course, the Hip Hop Variant Platinum list. Look, I'm not saying these videos are going to go viral. But if these do go viral at any best, my gosh, it could be like the amount of revenue going viral could do for anybody doing content, especially comic book content, could be life-changing. So I appreciate any and all support you guys do for the channel. And so let's talk about some more things here. Let's talk about this. This is the Ghost of Monday, the FOC review. And what we're going to do here, We're going to take a look at some of the books that closed on final order cutoff this past Monday or Sunday, depending on which it's going to be. Sometimes it's going to be like a DC book that closed. So we're going to talk about all that. So make sure you guys got your stuff down for this, because if you don't, you may be missing out. So the Sumerian Beyond the Black River #2, cover D. There's your Thor Swipe variant cover. And of course, 10 copy pace incentive variant, 20 copy incentive variant. And then your 30 copy still says Sumerian on it. So they still left a little bit of trade dress on it to not ruin the cover. I think that was a very good play by them on that one. So shout out to Ablaze Publishing for that. Chicken Devil #2. My Date with Monsters, giving you a #1 issue. So if they're giving you a #1 issue, that means there's also going to be, at the bare minimum, this cover B 15 copy incentive, and there might also be some ambassador store variants. So check your LCS and find out what's up with them. Now, this has been on FOC a couple of times, so let's talk about it here. So Amigo Publishing is a small little publishing group. Got this book called Ice Cold Kills One Shot. A third time's a charm, maybe. You seen it pointed this way? Well, there you go. And then, of course, Out #2, another Artist, Writers, and Artisans drop. And, they make good books over there. Now, look at this. Steve Epting doing a book. Should have your attention, right? Telepaths, #3 of a 6-issue miniseries. J. Michael Straczynski, of course. White #4 getting a second print. I don't know why they didn't have the artwork. It's just a recolored version of the original artwork they dropped for issue #4. And then here is White #5, cover A, probably already allocated. FOC just happened. So you know that initial orders are probably in for issue #7-ish coming up here. So make sure you get ready to get your orders in. So Rick and Morty, the Corporate Assets #1. This is just a brilliant cover. If you follow the show, you know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, the White Ash Season 2 #1. Got a couple of covers, including a Jay Lee unlockable. And then this 1/25 incentive, black and white by Jay Lee. House of Slaughter going back for a second printing, and that means you're going to get a cover B, Mercado foil variant cover, and then, of course, a Jay Lee incentive variant, which is pretty awesome. Mamo #505, 10 copy incentive. Power Rangers cover C, Perel, the 15 copy, the 25 copy by Rian Gonzalez. And then we've got this 10 copy incentive FOC reveal variant, and then the unlockable variant by Rian Gonzalez again. Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body, #1. And then your cover B 25 copy incentive, and then your cover C FOC reveal variant cover. So, Mojo, it's just his style. You should have seen his style back in the 90s when he drew Namor. And when he drew, what was it? X Factor. Yeah. Regarding Matter of Oswald's Body, though, getting that cover C reveal variant, interesting stuff. Unbelievable Unteen's World of Black Hammer, though, of course, dropping a couple of covers for issue #4 of 4. So the finals of that series. Kiss Phantom Obsession, cover M by Tim Seeley. It's a Virgin cover. But for all you Besh fans, wow. Rose is going to make you her Besh. What? Here you go. Nyx #1, cover B, cover F, cover J, cover M, limited version. The N is the metal variant. And then the FOC bonus TMNT Homage by Ken Heiser. All right, and then Vampirella 25, cover C. 10 copy incentive, even though it's got the trade dress on it. And Yuck Lee. 15 copy incentive by Besh again. The Lee Virgin variant cover. Fuego. And this is the final issue of Vampirella. And they said that in issue 25, the wedding between Dracula and Vampirella actually goes down, unlike some other comic book. And they are taking direct shots at DC for Catwoman and Batman. Anyway, there's a 20 copy incentive Lee Virgin. And then the Rose Besh Limited Original Virgin variant cover. And then the Besh Premium Metal variant. And then Trish Forstner and Tony Flex giving us the cover ZB FOC bonus variant cover. This one right here, obviously I don't need to tell you, the Alex Ross Homage, the FOC bonus variant, and then the 11 copy FOC incentive variant, and then your 15 copy incentive FOC variant cover, 25 copy FOC incentive by Lou Pacino, and then don't forget about this one right here, the Rose Besh Gold Collection coin, also available for Vampirella 25. Nuts. Some other coins available too. Canto 3 Lionhearted number 4, 10 copy. The Star Wars Adventures, the Republic, the Monster of Temple Peak, number 4 of 4, so wrapping up that series. And then Transformers King Grimlock number 4, cover A. Dave Wilkins doesn't miss. Look at this. Cover B, also not too shabby. And then, of course, the 10 copy incentive also. It's a good Grimlock cover. But it looks like it's spoilerific with him slaying the shit out of the dragon. Anyway, Wreckers Treaded Circuits number 2, cover A by Alex Milne. You know, it's definitely not the original Wreckers. I'm just going to say that. Definitely way more toned down. But still pretty cool. And of course, with the new Wreckers logo appearing on the back of number 1's variant cover. Interesting. Transformers Wreckers Treading Circuits number 2. And then this guy right here is called Octopunch. Livio Ramondelli, everybody. Echo Lands number 2, second printing variant. And then here's your 25 copy incentive variant of that second printing variant, which happens to happen after a director's cut drops. I think the same day as issue 2. So it's technically a third print. It's really weird. But anyway, speaking of later prints, Image First going to give your LCS has the ability to order bundles of 20 of these. So make sure you're picking up these dollar Image First if you see them come along. And I don't know how many times it's been reprinted. Phenom X, the cover B by McFarlane. It's so ugly, but people will chase it, and it's probably going to be rare because it's so ugly. Radiant Black number 10, cover C, 25 copy incentive by Chalvet. Blacklight edition. What the hell are you going to do with a Blacklight edition comic? Anyway, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 1 getting a second print, and then Undiscovered Country for you Miller design variant lovers. Here is him crossing over to do one for Undiscovered Country over at Image. Wonder Girl number 5 getting cover A by Dan Mora's artwork on FOC multiple times. And then Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 8. Of course, Batman 89 number 4. So apparently Robin takes over, whoever Robin is. You know, what if the Robin of Batman Forever was the same one that shows up in this one, and they have a Chris O'Donnell? But Batman 89 number 4, Babs Tarr cardstock variant cover, the Michelle Pfeiffer style Catwoman's pretty cool. So I don't know. I think that's probably gonna be a good one. The Black Manta number 3 cardstock variant, fire. Harley Quinn, the animated series, number 3, Megan Hetrick variant, fire. Oh, and I didn't put these together, but you know what? They should be together because they connect. Joker number 9, cover B and C. And then cover D, which is your 125 incentive variant cover. And then Chip Zdarsky giving us the Trinity cover for Justice League Last Ride number 7's cover B cardstock variant cover. And then Titans United number 3, cover A, Jamal Campbell. I think there's another book that has a whole bunch of new people who don't give a crap about comic books showing up at your store. And you know what? It's not on this list because I don't think it's a spec-worthy book. I think it's a book that has too much hype behind it before it was even final orderly closed. And my LCS even said, yeah, we've had all of our shelf copies absorbed, but you know what? There's still issues 4, 3, 2, and 1 on our shelves if you really want them. So there's that. And that's one of the reasons why, again, that book is not appearing here. But Teen Titans United number 3. Red Hood versus... is that Dove? What's going on there? I don't know. I have to look closer at that one. And then Titans United number 3, cover B. Pretty cool. Wonder Woman 781. Amazing Spider-Man number 79, the Davia variant. Captain Marvel, and again, Last of the Marvels. Vox Supreme. And then why do we have an Art Germ teaser variant cover showing Marvel? Does Marvel make a return? Are they resurrecting Marvel? What's going on here? But Simone Bianchi getting a variant cover. And then there is this Art Germ 1 in 100 Virgin variant cover. So you know what that means. There's something going on. Daredevil getting its final issue, number 36, cover with the 2 devils. And then the Penosian Foreshadow variant cover. And then the Juan Cabal Stormbreaker variant cover, which still doesn't show the 2 of them together like the A cover does. So the A cover is the winner there. Death of Doctor Strange, number 3, the Enyaq Lee variant cover. And if we do get Doctor Doom introduced through Doctor Strange, that would be amazing. Death of Doctor Strange, number 3 of 5. That was the variant. That's your incentive variant. So everybody gearing up for this one. Hawkeye Kate Bishop, number 1. Going to be dropping right around the time of her Netflix release. So we'll see how this does. Number 1 headshot variant cover, of course, and then the Phil Noto variant cover. My favorite. I think honestly that should have been the incentive variant, but nobody listens to me. And then this one should have been in that place in an open order fashion, but nope, nobody did that. They got them backwards. Iron Man number 14 with an Alex Ross cosmically enhanced Iron Man. Pretty cool looking cover A. And then this is probably going to be a chase for some people. The Infinity Saga variant covers are going to be out there. Multiple books. We'll talk about more of them as they come along. New Mutants number 23. Star Wars Darth Vader number 18. War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. I thought War of the Bounty Hunters was over, but it's not. The tie-ins are still keeping it going. Oh, but check that out. There's O2 Bastoon. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 5 of 5 with the Philip Tan variant cover. And Thor number 19. Thor number 19 has some hidden variant covers from Asar and Frank. And then the Lupacino Infinity Saga Phase 1 variant here is the next one of that chase set. Warhammer 40k, the Sisters of Battle, number 4, the Games Workshop variant cover, of course, and their incentive variant cover. All right. Thanks for coming by, Adam. Good night. Nolan Nerd in the house. Thanks for joining, buddy. Winter Guard number 4 of 4. The A cover is not too shabby. Shavron variant also not too shabby. And again, this is a Yelena Belova focused story. So also interesting to see what's going to happen with Red Widow in there because of what's going on over there in Avengers. But anyway, it is what it is. Wolverine number 18, of course, just closing on FOC with the Malie variant about to relieve these guys of their heads. And the Greg Land variant cover with our boy Maverick, who is boss. So if you don't know about Maverick, obviously you don't know why Maverick is boss. The Coelho Stormbreaker variant cover with a Cyclops and Jean Grey back to back. And then the Fastball Special remake of X-Men number 5. Hey man, thank you for supporting this content, and of course check out this right here. Red and green just in time for Christmas, everybody. Look, this can be a Christmas decoration on your wall. Hopefully it's going to be a Christmas decoration on mine, but I know it's the incentive variant cover, so 25 copy incentive. X-Men Trial of Magneto number 4 of 5. The Forbes variant cover was showing Scarlet Witch and Polaris. And that's going to do it, everybody. Make sure if you don't want to miss these books and have to look back at them on an FOC review, check out the secret variant that's done on this channel right here. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you don't miss those episodes. And that's when I'm going to say thanks again for watching, everybody. That is our show. I appreciate all of the guys in the live chat keeping it down and talking about some awesome stuff in there and engaging with each other and stuff like that. And you guys make this this live podcast awesome to do. Hey, you know, I try to be a beast, man. Ultra Maximus is not only a name, I try to keep it a lifestyle, but I try not to press you guys on the issues that are pressing everybody else. I also try to impress you with my genuine love of comic books. And, yeah, you know, maybe I want to go press some coffee in the morning. And on that note, we are out of here. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you much. I'll see y'all soon enough. I don't know when, I don't know where, but subscribe. Make sure you follow Drunken Chat, of course. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.